Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm Dhananjana Tatsarani, and it's been a long time since I uploaded a video, and that's because I've had some exams. And also today for you guys I came up with the fourth lesson of grade 10 Buddhism book. So that is develop the mind to develop kusal thinking. Okay, well, even though this is like, it consists of about 4 pages, it's a really short lesson and it's really easy to understand. So for you guys, for the convenience of you guys, I have made a short note, and this is that. Well, first of all, don't mind my handwriting, and okay, let's begin. So in this lesson, we'll be focusing on what nivarnas are. The reason why we get to this topic is, as you could see in your textbook, this picture, there was this Brahmin. The name of him is not given in the book. So a Brahmin visited the Buddha and inquired as to why, even after his studies, he keeps forgetting them. You all also might have this same question, this issue, and you might be like going through various videos, how to focus and all of those things. So in this lesson, we'll be focusing why this happens, okay? So the Buddha said that the main reason for this is nivarna. So nivarna means the hindrances that block the path to nirvana. As well as these are also the factors why you keep forgetting what you study. So there are 5 nivarnas. The first one is kama chanda. So the meaning of that is, mind is filled with greed, jealousy, and you can see that, and anger, right? So here see, this word here, this is kama. You know, kama means that you are indulged in various physical activities which include these greed, jealousy, anger, and those kinds of things. So the example which the Buddha used to explain this kama chanda is that it is like adding coloring to the water. So if there's this colored water, can you see through it? Is it clear? No, it's not. So likewise, when your mind is filled with kama chanda, you can't remember what you studied. So for example, now you are studying and you suddenly remember, I am angry with this guy. So you feel those kinds of things. Then your concentration is broken and you can't study further, and the things you study don't go into your mind. Right? So the first one is kama chanda. And the next one is vyapada. Vyapada means the mind is filled with raga and dvesha. Mainly dvesha. This is anger, right? So here see the example which the Buddha used to describe this is boiling water. So there are a lot of bubbles in boiling water. So you can't see through the water clearly. The fact why I have highlighted these things like this is these facts come for your exams mostly as MCQs, and it's necessary for you guys to remember these, right? These examples. So kama chanda means colored water and vyapada means boiling water. It's easy because when you are angry, you feel like boiling, right? There are some idioms also. I'm boiling with rage, right? So this is dvesha. So dvesha means boiling water. So the third one is tinamidda. Tinamidda means if one is sleepy. Now when you are studying, if you feel sleepy, then the things you are studying are not getting into your mind properly. You keep forgetting, and even though you feel like you studied hard, it's like no use. After some time, you can't remember them. So that means when you are sleepy, the things which you studied are not getting into your brain. So the example which the Buddha used was weeds grown in a water. Now have you seen these rivers? There's green color weeds on top of it. So can you see the depth? Can you see it clearly? No, you can't. So that means just like that, you can't remember what you studied. So the thing you can use to remember this example is, now if there's water and there's weed, if you feel like sleepy, you don't remove them, right? You don't clean it. So because of that, the water gets weedy. ඔයාගේ කම්මැලිකම නිසා ඔයා weeds අයින් කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේම ඒක තමයි ඔයාලට මේක මතක තියාගන්න තියෙන example එක. So the fourth point is උද්දච්ච කුක්කුච්ච. උද්දච්ච කුක්කුච්ච means if the mind is disturbed. When you're studying, if you have these disturbing thoughts, maybe like you suddenly remember something, maybe a drama, or maybe someone near you are sick, or like some sort of thing like that. So when you're disturbed, then also the things which you study don't get into your brain. So the example which the Buddha used to describe that is disturbed water. So see, the words are similar, disturbed. You can use this to remember that. So uddacca kukkucca means the mind is disturbed. The example which the Buddha used to explain this to the Brahmin is disturbed water. When water is disturbed, we can't see through it clearly. So the fifth and the last nivarana is vicikiccha. Vicikiccha means doubt. Doubt-bound mind. So that means in case if you feel like, let's say, the last king of Sri Lanka is Sri Vikrama Rajasinghe, then you think, is it true? No, it can't be. No, I think it's another thing. Like you are filled with doubt. That means because of your doubt, the things which you study are not going into your mind. Like even when you're writing the exam, you feel like I had a doubt in this, so is this correct or is this wrong? And then you like hesitate to select the correct answer. So just like that, the example which the Buddha used to describe this vicikiccha is muddy water. When the water is muddy, you can't see through it. So vicikiccha means doubt-bound mind, and the example is muddy water. Okay, so another fact that you should remember is this is nivarana, right? Not nirvana. Nirvana is this, and nivarana means this. Sometimes you might like think nivarana means hindrance and nirvana is the supreme bliss. So how are they similar? It's not similar. Nivarana means the hindrances. That means the blocking points. And nirvana is the supreme bliss, the ultimate goal of all the Buddhists, right? Okay, so next we have about the meditation. The fact why I am not referring to the book is like there's a lot of details which sometimes you might get confused. But this is a summary, so I have included everything. Okay, so meditation. Meditation is the way in which one can purify his thoughts. This is thoughts, okay. So purifying thoughts means destroying the nivaranas. Okay, so meditation is a way in which you can destroy the nivarana. So if you can remember, just pause the video and like revise what the nivaranas are, the 5 nivaranas with the examples. Okay, so meditation, when we consider about meditation, meditation can be divided into two main parts as samatha meditation and vipassana meditation. So there's another lesson in which we go in depth for meditations. So in this particular lesson, we will only be discussing about samatha meditation. So in here, one can meditate while sitting, standing, walking and sleeping. Okay, so these are the postures in which one can meditate. And in this case, sleeping, you can't just snore and then meditate at the same time. This means the lying posture, right? Not sleeping. the lying posture. Okay, so let's discuss what is samatha meditation. This meditation is also known as samadhi meditation. Samadhi meditation. Okay, so there are some requirements in which you should fulfill in order to do the samatha meditation. So there are 3 requirements stated in the book. These are the 3 requirements. So the first one is Indriya Samvara Sila. So for somebody who's like thinking that Buddhism is really difficult, you might find it hard to remember these words. So let me help you. So this word Indriya means these what do you call these? We have the ear, the tongue, the nose, the eyes, the skin. These kinds of sense organs are known as Indriya. So Indriya Samvara karaganwa kiyane having a good control. So Indriya Samvara Sila, that means having a good control of, you all can't see this, of one's, right, of one's senses. So the senses which you gain through your sense organs, you should have a good control. This is because now just imagine you are sitting to meditate, right? Then you get the smell or you hear that mother is cooking something, your favorite food maybe. Then you can't control your feelings. You can't start your meditation. You can't meditate. So the first thing is you should have these sense organs in good control. So the second one is Sati Sampajanya Sila. Satya means, you know, in the Eightfold Path, Sati means your consciousness. So you must have consciousness of what you are doing. Now when you are meditating, you should be conscious that you are meditating. You should not be in other feelings, or you should not be thinking of other things. You should be conscious of the moment. Now I am meditating. That's what I should do. Not like thinking of what happened in the school or not any other nonsense. So this the third one is Santuttita, right? Santuttita means, just think that it's the Satuta, the happiness. In this case, it's the contentness, right? You should be contented. Like for example, let's say you are meditating in your home, and your home is not the luxurious thing you expect it to be. අනේ මට හොඳ ගියන්නේ නැහැ නේ කොහොමද භාවනා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද මෙහෙම ගෙදරක ඉඳගෙන ඒ වගේ feelings you might go through, but you should have the contentness of like whatever you have, you can meditate. If you go to other thoughts like you are not contented, you are not happy, then you can't continue the meditation in a successful way. Okay, so these are the, again I'm saying the requirements, right? These points I have highlighted and put in this summary because these are sometimes asked mainly for MCQs and maybe for short answer questions also. So you should go through them. And the next point is, when going through or when starting samatha meditation, one has to get instructions, that means kamatahan. We call them kamatahan or kammattana, from a teacher whom we call kammattanacharya, right? So there are 40 kamatahans. This should be, yes, there should be an S. Kamatahans or kammattanas, right? So they are given based on the person's character. This is also like in most of the questions I've seen, this question is asked. But as I told you before, in the textbook, there's a mass of things, like, right? When you are looking at it, you just feel confused. But this is most often it's coming to the exam. So there are 6 characters, right? There are 6 characters. So they are Raga Charita, Dvesha charita, Moha charita, Saddha charita, Vitakka charita and Buddhi charita. Like you should remember these 6, but most often they're only asking for 2 maybe. This is like Raga charita, a person who's filled with Raga. And Dvesha charita means a person who's filled with Dvesha, that means anger and those things. So Moha means he is not like conscious, he's like taking foolish decisions, like that. So Saddha charita, you know. Vitakka means he's thinking a lot in a logical way. So this is Buddhi charita. So when you are giving kamatahans, like if your kamatanacharya is giving you this instruction, he is giving it based on your personality, based on your character. If you are a raga character, he is giving a kamatahan based on that character, right? So another thing which is in the textbook, sometimes it might come as an MCQ here. There's this fault in the book. It says even Sariputta Thero could not arrive at a good result and came to the Buddha to get another topic for meditation, right? This is wrong. It might be a typo or something. When you are referring for the Sinhala medium, the government printed Sinhala medium book, it says this is about Sariputta Thero's student, Swarnakara Thero. Swarnakara Thero is a Thero who came under this Sariputta Thero. Sariputta Thero, I'll just describe it in Sinhala so you can get a good idea. මේ සරියුත් හාමුදුරුවන්ගේ ශිෂ්‍යයෙක් විදිහට තමයි ස්වර්ණකාර තේරෝ භාවනා කරන්න කමටහන් ගත්තේ. But unlike the Buddha, සරියුත් හාමුදුරුවන්ට මෙයාගේ හිත ඇතුළේ තියෙන්නේ මොන වගේ කැරක්ටර් එකක්ද කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න බැරුව මෙයාට දුන්න කමටහනින් he could not arrive at a good result, right? So he came again to the Buddha and got another topic. Because the Buddha had the ability to read one's mind. එයාගේ හිතේ තියෙන දේ තේරුම් අරගෙන එයා මොන කැරක්ටර් එකක්ද කියලා එයාට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා, right? If you need these characters, it's here. Okay, and the 40 topics of Kamatahan, those things. So back to where I was talking. So the Buddha gave him another topic for meditation and finally attained the state of an arahat, right? So the special point in here is that you should, not you, the instructor should give you a topic based on your character. That is how it will be successful. Okay, so the next thing is the final thing, right? What can we gain? That means what are the advantages we can gain through samatha meditation? So that is also in this book, page number 18, in here, right? Samatha meditation also, see, this is one point, develops the memory faculty of a person. When you meditate, your memory faculty is developed. Now let's connect it to this Nivarana point, okay? See, Nivarana means keeps forgetting them even after he studies. Did you see that? Did you see how they are connecting? That is because now you are studying, but you keep forgetting, right? That is because of Nivarana. Now, meditation destroys the Nivarana. Eking Nivarana tika destroy වෙනවා. So then you can develop your memory faculty. See, there's a connection. And the next thing is, thus the people become relaxed. Because of that, the people can be relaxed. That is also an advantage. And are happy in thoughts. They have happy thoughts. They will be, see, they will be healthy, free from body aches. Also, such a person's mind will not go astray and would be controlled. Now, you yourself know, when you are studying, you get various thoughts. අලුතෙන් ෆිල්ම් එකක් ආව නේද, ඒ වගේ you get various thoughts. Now if you are a person who is meditating, especially samatha meditation, then your mind will not go astray, right? It will not go astray and would be controlled. So as you can see, there's these things also. And see, in these questions, what is samatha meditation? You know what it is. And what is nivarana? Not nirvana, nivarana. I taught you what is nivarana in this part. At the beginning itself, I told you what nivarana is. And the next question is, name the 6 types of men. In here, men in the sense characters, right? Characters. So that part I taught you in here. A person's character. Okay. So that is the end of our lesson. So even though this seems very long, I just gave you a summary of only 2 pages. So it's really short, and I hope you got something from that, and I hope you understood it. And once again, I'm really sorry I couldn't update the lessons earlier itself, because I had these exams and all of those things. So I hope to keep continuing this process, and I hope you study well and share your knowledge with your friends as well. So take care. Goodbye.